Hello friends, welcome back. Now we are continuing with our registration. So I did this, as you see. I just called the database, and I added the text, and also I said mauth. Okay, so it's user for Firebase database. It's user, and our child is users. Then I initialized our edit text and the button. Then I set a click listener of our button. Then I created a method of start registration. So this start registration is this one. So I hope in the previous videos we did this. So that's why I created alone, because you now know how to do this. So now you are continuing from this part, and this part you are adding something we never recorded. So let's start. So now we want to put the length of the password. So our password must be 6 digits and above, because Firebase requires six characters and above. So now we will say else if text details okay. So now you are not calling text details, so now you want to call the password. So we will call a password if password dot length, then it's less than 6. So we say less than 6, then we put in a toast message. So we will say username. So we call user password dot set error. Then we write a message. So we say please okay. So now we set an error. Okay, so now we set an error. So let's try to return this, then we will check if it's returning. So we call return. Okay, so I'll copy this code, then I'll paste it here. That's the bottom. Then now if contact, so contact is phone number. So you target let's target 10. Okay, let's target 10. Then we set error. We set error to user contact. Okay, so now we want to confirm the password. So we come to password somewhere here. Okay, I'll put an error here. So I'll say if else if, then I'll put a exclamation mark, then I'll say we want to confirm the password. So I didn't initialize this, so I forgot to initialize. So I'll come here and I'll say confirm password. Then I duplicate, then I'll say confirm. Then I'll just say confirm P, then here I'll call the confirm password. Okay, so at this bottom I'll call the confirm P, confirm P dot equals to password. So you want to show the error of the password. So I have a code that I want to paste. So this is the code. Okay, so I'll just copy this code so that we make a short video. Yes. So now I will show error. Then I will say confirm. So we'll call a confirm password. Okay, then comma. Okay, so we'll say a password not matching. Okay, so then I'll call return. So we'll check if it returns 10 error. We'll check if it is returning errors. If not, then we'll remove this return. So I'll call else. Okay, so it's now okay. So let me save the project. Okay, so now we'll put else here. Then we want to initialize the progress bar. So we say progress bar, progress dialog equals to new progress dialog. Then we say this. Then we close. Okay, so now we want to call our progress bar here. So we say progress dialog dot set title registration started. Okay, so we come here, then we say progress bar, we say progress dialog, sorry, then set message, then we say connecting. Then we put on false so that if a user make a mistake and touch the device at any way, the progress will not close. So we say progress. Now we want to show the progress dialog, then we say show. Okay, so in some videos I will show you how to create a progress bar. Okay, so we say dot show. Okay, so now we are done. Now you want to call f-auth. So we call our Firebase auth on which is authentication. So we say mauth dot create user with password. They say dot add on add on success listener. Then we put semicolon here. So now the registration is now complete. So now you want to add this user to Firestore. So we'll call our Firebase. So we call our Firebase again, our Firebase user. So now you need user. Then you can say user equals to mauth dot. Then you want to get current user because this user is now signed in. So then you call the document. Then you say document. So if programming for Firestore, so it has a different code. So we call a document. So we call a document reference. So it's the thing that we want, document reference. Then we can say a document reference. In short, we can say df, but let's leave it like this. Then now we say you want to call a Firestore. So we go on top and then we create a Firestore. So we call a then I want to create a file path of this user, so we call users. Okay, a collection path, we call it users. Then we say document. So inside document we want to get this user, so we say user dot get UID. Okay, so now we are done. So now we want to create a map for this user, so we call a map. So we say a map, then we say string. So I can say user info. Then it's similar to hash map. So we say hash map. Okay, then we close this. So now you want to call user info. User info dot put. Okay, so now we want to call our document reference to save this data. So we say document reference dot set. Then inside the object we use our user info. Then we say add on success listener. New on success listener. Okay, so then we can put a semicolon to close because there is no need to check internet, so you are inside. But if you want to check, you can say dot add on failure listener. then say new on failure listener. Okay, so now we were done with this. So now we want to check, we want to save this data. If you want to capture data, this data I want to save it to real-time database. So I will go and copy the code, because these code are two so similar. So I will go to our previous of main activity. So then sorry, on our admin, then I will scroll down. Okay, so now I'll capture this information. So I'll copy this info. So I'll come and paste inside here. Okay, so now we want to add a similar information. So we want to add in similar information. So I will copy from here. Now we want to call our real-time database. So I created this user ref and it's under users. So I'll come back here, then I will say m users here. I'll say user ref dot child. So now we want to add we want to get this user. So we'll say user dot get UID. Okay, so now we were done. Now we saved the user information to Firestore, but this is not necessary. But I just wanted to show you how to save data how to save user info to Firestore. Then this one is very important. Is the one we want to use for our project. So I will remove this info. Then I will dismiss the dialog. Then I will change this to register. Say registration completed. Okay, so we'll change this to registration. So I'll copy this and paste inside here and paste inside here. Okay, so now the registration is done, but we want to forward this user to main activity. So we'll call our activity here. So I'll say start activity. Then say get application context, comma, then admin dot class. Okay, so it's okay like this. You can say finish if you want. Okay, but it's finished, so you can say finished. Say finish. Alright, so now we were done with the registration. So now you want to go for logging in. So for logging in, we will just come here, then we copy some this info. So we'll create a method. Okay, so we copy the progress dialog. Okay, so now it's ready. So now we want to log in the user. So we come to on top here. We just will copy this info. Okay, so now we want to call our auth. So we start by calling our auth. So we say mauth dot sign in user, sign in user with with email and password. So we say, so sorry, let's remove this. Then we come here and we want to copy this this code. So we copy the string of password. Yes, then we paste it here. Then we come here and we look for password and email. So we'll copy this part. Okay, so we paste it here. Okay, then to save time, we'll copy this. Then we paste it inside here. Then we say, okay, so now we start calling our auth. So mauth dot, then we say sign in with email and password. Then we start by calling our email. Then we put a comma, we call our password. Okay, so then now when you are done, you say add on dot add on success listener, new on success listener. Okay, so dot add on failure listener, new on failure listener. Then we close. So now we are done. So now what you want to do, we want to dismiss the progress bar first. So we say progress bar dot dismiss. Then we toss the message. We say login. We can say successfully logged in. Okay, then we say start activity, new intent get application context, comma, then okay, then we say admin name dot class. Okay, so we are done. Then we dismiss the progress bar on a failure. Then we close the message. Then we get a message. Okay, so now we are done with our, let me save the project. So we are done now. So what you want to do, we want to create a pattern so that we'll know to log in and to register. So we go to main activity, then we come to our pattern. So now you are calling our register, then here you are calling our login. So now let's test the code. If there's an error, then we'll solve the problem. So I'll plug my device. So the app is successfully installed. So now let me check. Okay, so it gives me an error. So to solve this problem of the file store, we need to initialize. So we forgot to initialize the file store. So we come here, then we need to initialize like these others. So we'll say m store equals to firebase store dot get instant. Okay, then we close. Okay, so if it's like this, it's now okay. But as I told you that I wanted to show you, if you want to store your data to FileStore, or you can store to real-time database using this code. So now it's now okay. I know that. So now I will comment this because we don't want to use this part in the future. We'll come back here and we'll enable this. Then we will use it as a to give a user level to our application. So now I will comment to this. Then I will comment to this. So we don't want to use a FileStore for now. So I will comment like this. Okay, so then I'll come to this code. Then I'll come here. I'll comment again. So comment here again. Or you can simply remove this code, but we'll need it sooner. Okay, so okay, so as you see, I commented from the document, then I commented and then I closed here, then I followed this line, then I commented here. So if you want, you can remove this code because I wanted to show you how to store the data on your file store. Okay, so from this part, then we want to check our login. So we'll check our code for login. Then on our login, we want to call the mauth because we are calling mauth. Okay, so you can code like this. So this code is the same as this code. Okay, so you can copy and paste if you want. You can copy and paste. So the code is the same. So now I think everything, we solved the problem on our login side and on our registration side. So then on x86, as you see, in this part of so I can say this part is for database. It's for real-time database. Okay, so you are saving to real-time database. Okay, so if you don't understand this, so it's very simple. You can copy this hash map of the product. Okay, so because you copy this code, but there is no problem there. If you want, you can change this product. So you can say user info. You can say user info. Then you copy this user info. Then you come and paste here. Then you also paste inside this update child. So it's now okay. So you can copy from this part. So you can copy this part. Okay. So if you copy this part, then you remove. In fact, you move this. So you cut this. Okay. So if you want, then you remove the left information, or you can leave it like that because we'll come back and enable this. So You can leave it like this, then you are done. So now let's run the app. Okay, so it's opening, everything is fine. So please, my friends, subscribe to my channel, share my videos, also like my videos on YouTube. Then you can share my application. Then we will see you in the next video. So the purpose of this registration, we want to upload images using a user ID, so that we will give the user levels. So we'll come back for Fasto, then we will add the user level on Fasto, so that we check the user levels. So thank you. We'll see you in the upcoming video.